Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today checking out some more Swedish craft beer. This time some beer from OO Brewing over in Gothenburg. They were actually kind enough to send me a package earlier this year. Mainly with a whole case of Iktapils, which was amazing. Thanks a ton, guys. That was the perfect summer beer. It's my favorite craft Pilsner, and I think you guys should definitely check the beer out if you haven't already. It's just marvelous. But what I love about OO Brewing is that they don't only make like these hazy beers that kind of put them on the map, the IPAs. They also do a lot of classic stuff. And I've really started to enjoy more classical beer. So they also actually sent a few different kind of classical brewed beers, which this one is one of those. And this is the OO Brewing Porter. This is a classic English style porter on 5.4% alcohol. So that's really cool. When I was getting into beer, I loved English porters. Something like Fuller's London Porter or Samuel Smith's Taddy Porter. Those were exceptional beers. I hope to do a re-review of those for the Throwback Thursday segment eventually, because I can get Taddy Porter. I haven't seen Fuller's Core Range in Denmark in a long time. I don't know what's going on, but I actually have a bottle of their Imperial Porter to try. It could be fun to compare it to the regular Fuller's London Porter. But for OO, I actually also have a little fun test to do, because I have their Baltic Porter I reviewed back in 2018, which is also really nice, and their Anniversary Baltic Porter, which I've had on draft, which is just a stronger version. So yeah, 5.4% English style porter, and let's dive in here. It's been a long time since I've had a porter of this strength too, but it pours a black brownish color. So like it looks more black in the glass, but pouring it out, you can definitely see it was like this lighter kind of black color, slightly brownish. And that's also what I remember from some of these classic British porters. Nice beige head on there. Nothing crazy, but yeah, let's check out the aroma. Yeah, man, it really reminds me of something like Taddy Porter. It takes me back. Like, maybe not as like full on the roastiness as that one. As far as I remember, it has a bit more roastiness, but this is like sweet and nutty, charry and toasty. And the fun thing, there's so many lower strength porters and stouts and whatnot. They're just thin and lackluster and watery smelling. This actually smells like it has some substantial kind of like malt backbone and everything. It doesn't smell like it's going to be thin and weak, which is very nice. Like there's like a sweetness to it. It's almost like oats, but I'm pretty damn sure that they don't put in oats. It might be flaked barley. It says malted barley, of course, on the back, but it could be flake barley, but maybe it's just like sweetness from maybe some, caramel malt or brown malt, maybe even, because there's like that biscuity, bready, nutty thing, which could be brown malt, which is quite notoriously known for being put in, or notoriously, but known for being used a lot in English beer. It smells very nice. Yeah, like nutty, caramelly, toasty, roasty, really, really nutty. That's why it also reminds me of the Teddy Porter from Samuel Smith, and also like the sweeter edge. But let's try it. Cheers, guys. Thanks to OO for the beer. More roast on the flavor. Such an easygoing porter. The fun thing is though, like Sweden has a huge tradition for porter, with the Carnegie Porter and all this, and I guess that's why they also did, like, even in Gothenburg, there's a porter festival. And I'm imagining that the port, or the wharf on the label is in Gothenburg. It could look a lot like it when you go to Gothenburg, the harbor area. But it tastes very good. It's tasting like very much like what you'd expect from kind of like Teddy Porter or something like that. I think Fuller's London Porter is a little bit more hefty. I think it's also a little bit stronger, isn't it? Almost like 7%. It's been a long time. Maybe it's even stronger. I can't remember. It's a long time since I had that beer. But it's toasty, it's roasty, it's nutty. Again, like a slight sweetness, almost like flaked barley, or it's like oaty almost. But I think it's flaked barley because it's not like as sweet as oats. It's just a guess, because that could help with the mouthfeel in a beer like this. Because usually you won't put oats in a classic English porter. It doesn't have too many esters. Like sometimes with the English ones, you get lots of wine gum and all that. There's a little bit of like a sweet, kind of fruity, slightly wine gum ester. And a few people ask, what is wine gums in videos? Wine gums are gummy candies from the UK, and it reminds me of the dark ones that are usually blackcurrant flavored. That's kind of like an ester profile you sometimes get in dark beers with British ale yeasts. The combination of roast malts and the fruitiness gives off like a wine gum profile. I think there's light hints, but I think it's not like crazy amounts, which I think a lot of people will enjoy because I think a lot of people don't like that too much. When people talk about it's kind of like an English imperial stout or whatever, they don't like it because I guess that, and also it's a bit more roasty. And it's not like that sweet, fudgy, American approach. Very nice, easygoing, very drinkable porter. For sure. I prefer their Baltic porter for sure. That's a bit more complex compared to this, but that's like it's a very like nice everyday, if you can say that, like porter to drink. It's got a lot of flavor. It's not gonna get you smashed. It even has like a creamy, medium, kind of velvety mouthfeel for such a low strength beer, which is great. So yeah, it's very nice. I'm thinking like an 88. It's a good English porter, that's for sure. It'd be like a 3.75, I think, on Untappd. I prefer, as I said, I prefer the Baltic Porter a bit more, and I put that at around 90, 91. I think this is just a little less complex than that, but it's also a lower strength beer. But very great sessionable porter. You can definitely have a few of these. So if you guys had a chance to try OO Brewing's Porter, let me know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and thanks a ton to OO for the beer. And I will say cheers, and see you guys in another beer review. Oh, and yeah, remember to ring the bell for notifications about future videos. Well, tongue twister. Cheers.